bad boy.
All right, then.
Start that.
That's your song.
I love that. Play that again.
Wanda, I just want to say this. Usher is looking so cute on The Voice.
Yes, I agree.
I love that little afro, and he's lost weight. And I just want to say, you are looking great on The Voice.
Oh, play that song again.
Little crush there.
What a good everything.
You know what would make Usher look way better?
What?
If he had a Terrence Davidson wig on.
That's right.
No. Now wait a minute. No.
Maybe Terrence has. You got an afro wig, Terrence?
I get whatever wig you want. That's how I make it work.
See?
Oh, I can
Good
do that.
Morning, Terrence.
That's what I create. Good morning.
How are you?
Nice to meet you guys.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, Terrence.
He got a team.
Terrence, where are you from?
Actually, it's weird. Half of my life Atlanta, half of my life Jersey, but I was raised here.
So you really know us?
Yeah, I'm from here.
Let me hold something, a wig, a lace front, something.
I can do it. I don't have a problem.
Okay, so Terrence, the reason that you're in the news all of a sudden, I mean, people have been knowing you for all your creations for many, many years, but you got this legal proceeding going on with a very famous entertainer, a $30 million lawsuit. Wow. Saying that your wig style has been duplicated by somebody who's now selling it on their website. Are you sure those are your creations? And how do you know?
Am I sure?
Yeah, are you sure?
Because I'm up in my hotel room till 3, 4, 5 a.m. painting these wigs, hand making these wigs myself, and I have proof. So, it is what it is. I'm the one that created them.
Did y'all ever have any type of, because we know it's an ongoing legal lawsuit, and we have our chief legal counsel person here who can ask the questions around the way. So I'll just defer to her.
That's you.
That's me.
Yeah.
I'm a lawyer. Well, okay. So I mean, I don't think it's a secret who the star is that you're suing, because it came out that it was
Nicki Minaj.
It's Nicki Minaj. Yeah. So it's not. It's all about infringement of your idea. Is that or your product, your tangible product, which is the wigs.
Yeah.
Okay. So when did you first notice that she was doing it and that it was strikingly similar to yours?
Or exact?
Or exact.
When did you get wig jacked, Terrence?
What did you say?
When did you start jacking your wigs? When did this happen?
Okay.
I guess she speaks the legal way and he speaks it.
Yeah,
layman terms. Let's layman terms.
I like his
When did you know?
better.
When did you know your wigs had been jacked?
So
Translation. When did you notice a strikingly similar resemblance in the wigs, Ryan?
When did you know your wig was jacked?
Actually, in October, someone sent me pictures. They actually went to a Halloween store in Philly, and they sent me the photos of the wigs that are being sold in the store. And I was like,
were there pictures on it?
The actual pictures of the wigs, they had sent me the pictures. They said, you need to do something about this. So from there on, I actually started doing the research, sent it to my management, and I was like, yo, what can we do about it? Because that bothered me. Like, for me to know what I do, like, I have videotapes of, I even showed the clock in my hotel room one time on my little small flip cam overseas. Like, it's 3 a.m., I'm sitting here making wigs, da-da-da-da. But at the end of the day, that's when I found out in October, and I sent it to my management. I was like, can you guys check this out and see what's going on? I sat in my room for a minute and really thought about this whole situation. Sat in my closet.
Wow.
So did you have a good, okay, so I'm getting we gotta go, but I have more questions.
You sat in the closet.
And I need my translator here as well.
Well, when we come back,
Yes, okay.
we want to figure out, did you reach out to Nicki?
That's right.
And then what happened
First,
after that?
before you
Wait, when we
started,
come back, Terrence.
Did you make contact with the defendant?
Hold on, Terrence. Just hold that thought, because people who are riding in the car like, what kind of deal was it, like a handshake?
Was there some kind of contractual obligation between the two of you?
Yeah,
or was there a verbal agreement where as you relied on her and she relied on you?
On this day,
Right.
Therefore, nonetheless.
Yeah, did you think you had a deal with
Whereas,
Nicki, but you really had a deal with Roman?
Right.
Wow. All right, when we come back, Daryl, how's the commute looking this morning?
A new crash coming in.
Mo, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Are you ready to go in?
Well, sure.
Go ahead.
Okay, so when...
Tell them who it is.
Oh, it's Terrence Davidson.
Yeah.
Why y'all gotta go in?
No, not in a
in.
friendly way. In a totally friendly... Oh, no, we're friendly.
Mason that thing.
Yeah. Filed a $30 million lawsuit in Atlanta District Court last week against Nicki Minaj, who has been alleged to duplicate his wigs and sell on her own website without a license.
Oh, wow.
So when you first became aware of it, did you contact her? Did you reach out? Like, what was the first thing when you thought, this might be real?
Well, I reached out to her like 4 times via email and never got not one response, period.
Okay.
And I know how this goes. I mean, you walk away from a job, they don't speak to you no more, this and this and that. And let's clear that up because people keep saying I got fired.
Wow.
Never. I walked away and I decided to do other things. But at the end of the day, I never got fired. That's clear.
Why'd you walk away?
Just a lot. There's a lot going, I
What's
just had to
going
walk
on?
away. Yeah. One day I was just sitting at home and we was on the phone back and forth about a situation and I just said, I'm tired. I'm staying home.
When
I'm
you
not going
first
back.
started making the wigs for her, was it like a phone call from you to her? Was it a personal relationship?
She actually, there was another guy before me.
Okay.
He's from Atlanta. We both are from Atlanta. So,
Okay.
yeah, this is where we're from. We made it happen. He actually reached out to me. She wanted to start wearing wigs, and he knew that I was the guy for that because before her, I was doing Patti LaBelle, Trina, Lil
Oh,
Mo. Like,
wow.
I've done everybody.
Good for you.
So it's not like she made me, and I
Right.
get to hear that a lot. But in New York is where I was living, and she was living here actually.
Mm-hmm.
The guy called me and was like, Nicki wants to start wearing wigs, blah, blah, blah. I was like, okay, perfect. Call me when you're ready, whatever. Something happened between those two. Shout outs to him, he's a good guy.
Right.
He reached out to me and he made it happen. I came down here, actually they called me. She called me and I thought it was gonna be him. Actually, I thought it was a joke on the phone. She actually brought that up to me one day. Somebody called and said, oh, this is so-and-so calling for Nicki Minaj. I'm like, yeah, okay. I thought it was him playing a joke, acting as if I'm still his client from him. That's what I thought. But it ended up being the guy who works with her. And he was saying, she wants some wigs from you. She wants to work with you, da-da-da-da. So I think he kind of caught that I was like, yeah, whatever. Because I was just like, they just playing the game on me, whatever. Then she got on the phone. And she was like, no, this is Nicki, da-da-da.
Oh,
and I was
wow.
like, okay, yeah, well, I just, wanted to know for sure, whatever. So from then on, it was just what it was. I came down here, had a meeting with her at Justin's on Peachtree. And we talked about what we wanted to do. She wanted to do colors. We wanted to do this. We wanted to do that. I was like, that's perfect. Let's go. I got the perfect concept ideas. And I think it kicked off from what show? BET. Rip the Runway. When she started wearing the bobs.
Yes.
Once she started doing the bobs, because I was like, I pray she liked this bob. I made it. She was just like, nah, it looked too wiggy. Da-da-da-da. From then on, when them fans was loving her hair and loving the wigs, we just started doing wigs on. So we just started playing with the colors, everything. And I just, my hands, I'm creative. I love doing art.
So Terrence, once the stuff started taking off, because everybody who's listening who has been in this type of situation where they think that the person is just going to do right by them.
Correct.
Did you ever have it say, okay, this is taking off. Let me go ahead and get some kind of paperwork? Because that's what people at home are saying, like, why you ain't getting no paper?
And that's what people say all the time. And when you're working with somebody for 3 years, you hear them say, oh, I got you, I got you.
She kept saying that to you?
I've heard I've got you a couple of times. I've heard,
Well, she did get you.
Oh, yeah, she got me. She might not
kept
got
her
me the
word.
way I wanted her to get me. She got me. I mean, and it is what it is.
Yeah.
I want people to understand we're glam. We're hair, makeup, wardrobe.
Yeah.
We make things happen in the industry as far as artists are concerned. We create these huge images. And I feel like, people are sleeping on the situation. They're worried about the amount for the lawsuit, but it's about the respect. At the end of the game, you have to respect what we bring to the table and, don't just cut us out of these deals and things that's going on. For me to see this in the stores
Right.
kind of drove me crazy because I know that I created this. Paperwork or not, I created this.
You know what the scary thing of the whole thing is? Like, I sit here and we get offered things all the time.
We don't take nothing.
People are always wanting to do things for you. And honestly, I've met people that, oh my God, I make wigs, I do
Right.
this, I design clothes, and you want to do it, but the scary part is for it to turn out like this. And let's just say once I start, wearing the wigs or I'm on TV or whatever the case may be, and you think that I'm making a hell of a lot of money, and I may not be making a whole lot of money, but I'm helping you as well, but then you flip it on me. I think that's the most scary thing. So I don't know. I'm just speaking on
You're
Nicki's
saying-
behalf for a second.
I thought so.
Yeah, I am, because we're in the position where people do offer you things.
Sweetie.
And instead of me saying yes, and like Ryan said, I would draw up paperwork. I would get an attorney.
Correct.
I wouldn't listen to, oh, I got you, I'm going to take care of you. I would, do a contract.
One thing about me, I never count nobody else's money. It's not my place. I'm going to count what's mine.
Right.
At the end of the day, I felt like what we was creating, she could have offered me something instead of nothing, and I would have said, thank you, I love you for that. It ain't about the amount, it's about what you did. And I'm not saying, I'm not gonna sit there and count, I never count her money. Yep. Do you know how I trust me. I never counted her money.
So Terrence, did you get caught up in the life of it all? Were you going on these tours and on these trips and y'all was flying around? I mean, be
when
honest.
y'all get up in the morning, what you just said, this is work for you?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's work for me. I don't do the
did you
partying.
go? Were you going with her around the world?
Yeah, it's work.
So that's why you you feel like you may have been more
Yes.
susceptible to think that she got you.
Right.
Yeah, because you created a
Because
bond
I know
between
one
each
day
other.
she's gonna come clean
And that's
right
but
there.
one thing about me,
Yeah.
if anyone can tell you, any one of my artists I ever worked with, from Tamia, like I said, Jennifer Hudson, anybody would tell you, I love Terrence. He's a good guy, and that's how we are. Because it's like a brother-sister relationship. When you're with somebody for so long,
Right.
you
Yeah.
wake up to this person,
Yeah.
you leave with this person, like and you figure this person got you. You figured this is how it is, and I'm
you
sitting
learned
in the
your
airport
lesson.
with this girl, and I swear she said, "I got you." Wow.
So what have you
so-and-so
learned?
have
So what have
nothing
you
to worry
learned?
about.
Yeah.
What have you learned from that moving forward?
I definitely learned that I have to make sure that if anybody that I'm
Paperwork.
working with, that you have to have paperwork. I mean, you
Yes.
know, and I have another artist, like people might hear about it, Remy Ma. She gets out in July. That's my new artist that I'm working with. Well, I've worked with Remy before Nicki. Remy was doing actually all of this stuff before Nicki. I was doing all that. It just didn't never get to this level because Remy had evidently got locked up.
Right.
But when she
No,
gets
she got
out,
locked up.
yeah.
It wasn't evident. She was in jail.
Right. Right.
819 right now. Hey man, let us know what goes on. Good
yeah.
luck.
Yes.
She leaned back. That's for sure.
Right. But she's coming back.
I hope so.
And your work is great. And I do think that the wigs made her.
Thank you.
Like, I don't care what anybody says. When you see her without the wigs, it's not Nicki Minaj.
She said it herself. There's
Oh,
one
yeah.
event we've been to. She said, Terrence Davidson, you are Nicki Minaj. Thank you.
Yes.
And that's it. And I'm not going to say where it was said or
Right.
where. But at the
Gotcha.
end of the day, it is what it is. It's a situation. I want to fight for the glam that, you know, and I had my phone rung 50 million times from people in the industry that do these top artists, and they are with me and they understand it and they get it because it's happened to them before.
But the Barbies are attacking you though. You getting death threats.
I know.
I really don't like that. I think that they really disrespect my page. They disrespect my social media. You know,
Yeah.
I have people that try to defend me, but I tell them, you know, those are kids. You just have to let them be.
Right.
But I mean, to wish death on somebody and to say that when you see me, you're gonna spit in my face.
Oh,
I
my
wish.
goodness.
Yeah.
I wish.
Well, good luck, man. We appreciate
Yeah.
you
Good
coming
luck.
in.
Good luck.
Thank you.
820 right now. We gotta look at traffic.
Terrence. Good
oh
luck.
Lord.
Good luck, Terrence. Good luck.
Whatever.
But you know what? Whatever happens with this lawsuit, it will say something about the way people handle their business
I
in the
think it opened the
glam
doors a lot.
industry. So it's a good thing no matter what.
All right, we gotta look at traffic right now. What's going on, Daryl?